Yesterday I played my local Armory with Kayo. We played Classic Constructed and I started to play regularly at my local armories. So far in the last month I played a lot of draft, but now I switched to play CC too, and that's why I got these armory decks, and I wanted to really start playing Kayo. And so I wanted to talk with you about why I choose to play him, why I think it is a lot of fun, and what kind of cards I switched out in this particular time playing at my local armory. Shout out to Card Trader 24 and Lage here in Germany. So let's just get into it. I also have these two armory decks. Maybe I will do videos on those in the future, so if you want to see those, definitely subscribe. But now let's come to the video. I basically switched out a few cards in the deck. And that's why I bought these cards here off of Card Market. I think, of course you want to play Blood Rush Bellow. I got 3 of those. I also got 3 Sand Packing. I think that is just such an amazing card. Even if you don't play it out, it's a yellow, it blocks 3 and it has 6 power. So also good to discard this, use it as a resource, or you can block with it too. Then I put in 2 Pack Hunt in red. Actually, I had those left over from the Reiner Weathers Dorinthia Classic Battles deck. So I thought those are pretty good attacks. Only cost 2 to attack for 6. Has 3 block 2 and also intimidates on the attack. So these came in pretty nice. I also bought 2 Cast Bones, and I have to say this is one of the most fun cards in KO, alongside actually Blood Rush Bellow. And I was even able to get 1 Cast Bones off and draw a Blood Rush Bellow. So I got 5 Might tokens off of the Cast Bones, and then I was able to draw the Blood Rush Bellow, and that was just an insane turn. So much fun, and that's why I think KO was the first choice to me to try out in the Armory, because it's just an aggro deck. It can really go wide. You can also block pretty well with it. Also coming to the equipment soon, but just in general, all of the cards are blocking kind of nicely, even though I'm not playing a single defense reaction. No defense reaction included in the Armory deck, and so I also didn't include any defense reactions. But I thought Cast Bones is good at 2. I also looked up some lists online, and most of them were playing 2 Cast Bones. And of course 3 Blood Rush. And then I also included 2 Runner. I just got these at my local game store, the Card Trader 24, yesterday, and these are just so great. I love them, and they are also 2 cost for 6, but they deliver an agility which is just amazing, and they are brewed. For a few seconds in one game I forgot that these were brood attacks, because from the picture of course it doesn't really look like a brood to me, or it looks kind of brutish but more warrior-ish, right? But it's a brood card, so it goes perfectly in the deck. I'm not sure if I would include 3, but I really want to try it out. But for now I only have 2. I think it's pretty bad, or it's not that good, when you don't have it gain go again, so you don't get the agility. But when you get the agility, it's clutch. That's really nice. So that's the reason why I love playing the KO Armory deck. Also, I have to say, the KO Armory deck, I played it not the day before this video comes out. Undefined, so to say, so just out of the box. But I played this Armory deck just out of the box without changing anything, and it was pretty good actually. I have to say, I put in 3 Blood Rush Bellows though. Those are, you kind of have to play those, otherwise it's not really brutish, right? It's like you play Brood because of Blood Rush Bellow, I guess. It's at least one of the top 3 reasons for me to play KO, and also trying out Reiner, I guess, when I have a little bit experience with KO. But I think KO is much more fun to me. So these were the cards that I put into the deck. Let me know what you think. I also bought 3 Beast Withins, but those didn't came in time, so these arrived today, so I couldn't play them yesterday. But those are also 3 cards I bought for the deck. I also want to get some like commons and rares and also some null rune equipment. I don't have that at the moment, so I'm playing with the standard equipment from the Armory deck. But it's an amazing equipment to have actually. I didn't use the beaten trackers, but I blocked with it. That's also nice. Blocking 1. The Knucklehead, just a 3 block. I think it's really nice, but I want to get in the future the headpiece that intimidates. Doesn't really have the name on my mind yet, but also the high tenor. It's really powerful. I mean, of course, there is this legendary arm equipment which can be better, but I can see why you wanna just play high tenor, to be honest. It only blocks for 1 though, but it also creates 2 might tokens, right? And you get the 2 mights without blocking, just by activating the high tenor when you discard a card with 6, and you get the 2 might instantly, not like with the legendary equipment where you get 1 might and then the next time you block with it you get another might. But so I think high tenor can be pretty nice when you want to pop off. Savage Sash, of course, I don't need to talk about this card, right? It's such a banger. It enables these long big wide turns. Really came in clutch, like blocks for 2 and then you can pop it off. You can even block 3 with it if you really want to, but of course I think blocking for 2 and then activating the ability so your brute cards with 6 or more attack cost you 1 less to play out this turn. Bonkers when you play it out alongside your Cast Bones or even your Bloodrush Bellows. So I think activating those and really utilizing the power that Savage Sash has on those wide turns is really good. But I also had one game where I activated it on the turn where I haven't had 3 attacks, but rather just because I didn't have that many cards left in my hand. So I was able to even go off in a turn then with the Savage Sash, but I'm not the best player, so I have to still learn a lot. But let me know in the comments if you are playing Kayo. And I really like to read your comments actually, so I would really appreciate if you have any experience with this deck, that you share your experience with it, or if you're pretty new and that you are thinking about getting an Armory deck and what you want to know about it, so I can then make more videos about it. So let's come to actually talking a little bit about the cards that are actually included in the Armory deck for the main deck, and that I also choose to not put out. Of course, there are a lot of red cards in here. Those are all of the red cards that are still left from the Armory deck that I played. And yes, you can see it's quite a lot, right? I didn't really put out that many cards yet. And I have to say, a Clash of Agility, I want to talk about it briefly because, of course, it's also brute card, so you can reduce its cost by Savage Sash when you want to attack it. But I like defending with it a lot, I have to say, because most of the time you are winning your clashes, at least in the Armory that I played yesterday. And let me talk about the matchups actually before coming to the main deck. Because I played Dory here, I lost that in my first round. I could have won that, I think, but I just blocked wrong. Dory had 7 counters in the end, and I mean, she was nearly dead, but I couldn't do anything about it. Like, there was a turn where I should have blocked out with all of my equipment, and then I would have simply won in the next 2 rounds because all of the counters would have been gone. But Dory had 2 turns where she played the Glistening Steel Blade alongside actually the Iron Song Determination, which lets her weapon get Dominate, and that's how she ended up with so many counters. But I learned a lot from this, right? And I think with Dory in particular, you just need to really learn like when you need to block and when you don't want to block at all. And so I'm really happy about that game. Nu was my second game. I also lost that. Shout out to Finn. He's a really good player from a local Armory. I think really also I blocked wrong. He yeah taught me about that after our game. And the next time I really want to play against New again, because I really want to learn that matchup and how to block efficiently against it. Basically, I think what I did wrong was that I blocked way too much. Like, he said that New basically has not that good of a matchup into Brood or Kayo in particular, because you can basically block with one card and then you have 3 cards left, or you don't block at all and you lose a card from New's abilities, or attacks or attack reactions, however you want to call it, and then you can pop off or attack even with one big attack. Then my third game was against Azalea. I won that very slightly. I could have lost it, but I managed to win that one on 3 live. So keep that in mind now that we are briefly talking about the cards here. So Clash of Agility, I really like it. I also want to try out Clash of Might, but that's not included here. So that's a card I want to get and just, test around with. Strength Rules All, a card that was introduced in the Armory deck. Such a nice card. Also considering I'm playing Sandpacking, so I basically have 6 Arsenal Disruptions, and Arsenal Disruption in this game is just so good. So I'm really happy I got those alongside here in my deck. Then Savage Beatdown. Honestly, I would cut this down, maybe to 1, maybe to 2, or even leave it out. Sometimes it's really good, like on those turns where you only can play Savage Beatdown, or even play Savage Beatdown with a cast bounce that you had on the turn before. That was really good for me, actually. But I think it's not that consistent. That's why I'm thinking about getting rid of this card. Then the cards that I will definitely keep in the deck are these 9 reds, the Pulpings. Dominates, gives Go Again if your opponent doesn't really want to block it. We love Go Again, right? But it's a non-block, keep that in mind. And there are quite a few non-blocks. Actually, these 9s are all non-blocks. Wild Ride also for those long white turns. I also want to get a yellow version of this. Luckily, Bearfangs is included in the Armory deck in yellow. These are just the bare bones, like how do you say it in English? The backbone of the deck, right? These are amazing. Like, I love to play a Blood Rush alongside those. So the 3 yellows, Bearfangs, will also stay in the deck. Then I want to talk about those blues here. The Mighty Windup and the Agile Windup. You can discard them on your opponent's turn to get the trigger of the token on your turn, or you can discard those on your turn, and then you're basically activating your Mandible Claw to have Go Again. That's pretty nice, right? I thought that was kind of nice. I really like these. They only block for 2, but I think the discard effect is really nice. Yeah. Wrecker Romp, of course, the best blue brood forever. Attack for 6 for only 2, blocks 3, but on play you need to discard a random card. But I think just blocking with it is really nice, or playing it out at the end of the chain. Yeah. Smash Instinct, I like that one too, because it intimidates. It costs 3 though. I'm not sure about including a yellow or red one yet, but yeah, we say. Riled Up, Pound Town, Assault and Battery, Reincarnate, Run Roughshot. I think I will get rid of this for sure. But I really will need to get into all of the blues for Brood. I'm not sure if these are the best ones, but I think Riled Up is one that you want to play. I'm not sure about Pound Town and Assault and Battery and Reincarnate. I think you want to get better cards than these, but yeah, I will experience it in the next couple of months, and I will share it with you here on the Fabled Academy. So if you like those Armory Classic Constructed videos, like the video so I can see that, and then I will do more for sure. So I want to talk about Oasis Respite here for a second, because I played Kayo also at the 5th anniversary Classic Constructed local event, and I lost against Kano there. Shout out to Joe, who is our local Kano player, or one of our local Kano players. And that's why I brought 3 Oasis Respite alongside for me, but yeah, it didn't came up for me obviously, but I think that's a card that you really want to get when you're playing Kayo or any other Armory deck. So that's it for today's video. Let me Actually, no. You know what? Let me talk about Humble here for a second. That's a bonus, I think, at the end here for everyone sticking around. I really like Humble, I have to say. It's a pretty nice disruption card, right? When you hit the hero. Not against every hero, right? But I want to experiment with this card. I do not know yet though how many generics attacks I want to include in the deck. I don't think I will get a CNC. That's just too much for me of a cost at the moment, but I could see myself trying out Humble or other low-cost generic attacks that disrupt the opponent. So that's something I think is really nice that they included it in the Armory deck, so you can experiment with that. Yeah, so no, that's the end of the video, guys. For everyone actually that is looking to get more content or behind the scenes of the Fabled Academy, I actually have a YouTube memberships and also opened up a Patreon, so you can check that out in the description. You can also just support the channel with that. I would highly appreciate if you check it out. And just thank you so much for tuning in today's video. Also check out the other draft content and classic constructed Armory content on the channel if you want to see more videos like this for beginners. And also I have a lot of interviews, so just in general Flesh and Blood is just one of my most loved hobbies, so I'm really thankful for this community and also this hobby just in general. I think Flesh and Blood is just one of the best games out there. Guys, we see us in the next video.